Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. Fun video today. Not really, but it is a little bit. We're going to create this eye look. I think it turned out really pretty. Getting into some color now. My granddaughter actually picked out this palette for me to use today. My youngest, Lily. So we will be doing this look. As far as the rest of the face, I'm not a fan of the lips. I'm not a fan of the foundation. I'm not a fan of the lip liner, the lip gloss, the lipstick. And yeah, I'm not even a fan. I mean, the formula is fine. We'll get into it all. But just so you know, some of it's okay, some of it's not. But we'll get into it. So let's start. So, foundation. I'm using this again. Skin Feels Good. So many people love this. I cannot. I just can't. I can't get it to work. Maybe it's a me thing. You know what I mean? I've tried it with a brush. I've tried it with the sponge. I've tried it. It always looks weird on my skin. Like, I can't really, like, there's times sometimes that it peels, which I have to assume that that's because of the primer, because I'm not wearing a primer today and it's not peeling, right? The other thing is that it does say SPF 23 on this octinoxate sunscreen broad spectrum. So in here it looks really peachy, which is fine because I kind of got a peachy yellowish. I don't know. I'm all over the place with my skin tone. Let's be honest. But my problem with it is that it looks like I am so pale, right? I look really, really white, which isn't bad considering the rest of my skin. But yet in real life, like looking in a mirror, it doesn't look like that. So I have to assume the lights are bouncing off of this sunscreen. And I'm not a fan of that because it's not giving you true color, I guess, or true what it's really doing. It's sort of bouncing and not letting you see what it's really doing. And I just don't like it. That's number one. So pictures and all that, this is going to give you a very pale skin. The other thing is that, like I said, it doesn't lay right on the skin. I don't know about it. I keep trying it though. Like, I keep thinking there's got to be a way for it to work, right? There's just got to be. I just haven't found it yet. So that's number one. Then I set everything with my cloud set. I love that powder. There's no problem there. For under eyes, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Radiant Skin. No problem there. I like that concealer. It's fine. For bronzer, I'm using the Too Faced, the one I hit pan on yesterday. I think it's Golden Cocoa. Is that what it's called? Yes, Golden Cocoa. Like, that's fine. You know, it's a bronzer. It's fine. It's not my favorite, but it's fine. Um, the blush I'm wearing today is Tarte. I like it. I have really become I like it. It's the Tarte Amazonian clay brushes. This one is in Feisty. It's the 12-hour, blush thing. And it kind of goes with my I don't want to say personality. It kind of goes with my, because I'm not a feisty person, but today I'm kind of feeling it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of going with me for today, the name of it. I didn't really realize the name until after I'd put it on, but it's a very pretty color. It's a blush. you know. For the highlight, I am wearing the Tarte, the Spellbound one. I don't know where I even put it. Here it is. I just mix them all together, call it a day. I will be using its Spellbound Glow. I don't think you can get it anymore. If you have it, it's great. Reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury that she had launched. I will be using this like purpley blue shade though for my inner corner in a minute. You'll see. So you can use it separate or just switch it all together like I did for my highlight. The palette we're going to be using is the Special Dark, the Hershey Kisses. I've talked about these before. By Glamlight, these are not my favorite palettes. Number one. Number two, they are a pain to open wholeheartedly. This is the palette we're going to use. It kind of goes light to very dark, but it doesn't go light enough for me from my inner corner. It does go light enough for like to start your, shadow look, but not for inner corners. That's why I pulled in the other thing. For lips, I decided to use the milk chocolate lip liner lipstick, but then went over top of it with this that came with this collection, the dark chocolate gloss. I forgot, that's on me, how pigmented this gloss is. It's got pigment. I mean, no, it's not sheer like this one. This is pure pigment. So it kind of didn't go over well with the lipstick and lip liner. However, when I reviewed this, I said this wasn't exactly my color that I would choose. The formulas of these are really good, just not my color, I much preferred the cookies and cream. All right, so let's get started with this palette. I will say, did y'all get these palettes? I mean, in theory, it's such a cute little collection, right? In theory. And then when you get it and you're looking at them, some of them I love. I like this one. I love the milk chocolate one because it's cool tone. I even like the almond one because it's more warm tone, but they're both just neutral things. The blue's just too blue for me, and the pink is just too pink for me. It's so weird because I would have thought the pink would have been right up my alley, but really this palette here is more up my alley. But let's go and get started. We're going to get started with this purpley shade here. It came with a little insert like 1, 2, and 3, so I guess number 3 we're going with, or would it be number 2? Number 2. But it's the light purple nonetheless. And then the packaging, like I understand the build of this, like it looks like a little Hershey's Kiss. It's adorable. It's cute. I won't deny that. But they are so bulky to store. Like if they could have made them just a little bit thinner, I think I would have been okay with it too. But I mean, regardless, like just looking at them and not thinking about storing or color story or that sort of stuff, like it's cute. It's very, very cute. And it's great for Valentine's Day. I mean, a Hershey's Kiss, come on. I'm curious what they're doing for Valentine's Day. I've seen a thing with Betty Boop. I don't really know if I would consider that Valentine's Day. Do you all? Just curious. I mean, I can definitely see where it could be because, again, red, but I don't know. Have no fear, I'm getting it. You best believe I'm getting it. It's Glamlight, but the other thing is I thought they were coming out with a Kiss collection. Did I miss that? Like, I know I haven't really been, like, paying attention to the beauty stuff, but did that come out already? And, like, I'm just curious, because that was the last thing we saw that they were supposed to be launching this, last year for this year, and they came out with Betty Boop, and I'm like, wait. Well, what happened here? Not complaining again, because like I said, I wasn't for sure if I was going to get that collection, to be fair. So I'm okay with the Betty Boop. I love Betty Boop. But yeah, I'm like, did I miss it though? I've been doing like past palette reviews and stuff, going back through what I already have. And it's a lot of fun because it reminds me what I do have. It reminds me what I like and don't like, for sure. And then it also, you don't always need the new when you already got the good stuff to begin with, you know? It's kind of where I'm at. Because, I mean, I have a huge collection, I won't lie. And now I'm aware of, what I like and what I don't like. Did I necessarily need to spend that much money to figure that out? Probably not. Did I spend that much money to figure it out? Yes, I did. Alright, we're going to go into shade number 1. This violet purple, this very bright purple. And I'm going to run it under the lower lash line. I'm wearing Crybaby in my waterline by ColourPop. I really like that shade. I like Amethyst Sour too, but there's something about Crybaby I just really like. Pipes are frozen again. I swear we can't win. No matter what, we just can't win. We even put heating tape on them this time. I don't know. Not my field of expertise, but my fiance seemed to have thought that would absolutely do it. He was wrong. Don't worry. I pointed it out. I always love to point out when he's wrong. Because technically it's very far in between that he is wrong. Well, that he'll admit that he's wrong. Let's just, So I think I got my first and my an a-hole. I think I'm going to do that for Saturday's videos. Just for something to do. Let's go into number 5 now. So this shade right here. And start to darken up the outer corner here. So I'm thinking on Saturday we're going to start that for the upcoming week. And I think I got a decent one. Because I want to pick ones that aren't like obvious. At least to me. Like, it's still obvious. Because to me, anybody that puts anything up there, there's usually an obvious thing. But there are perspectives that have to be looked at. You know what I mean? And I do think that this one has some perspectives. But I am curious on at the end of the day, like, is it a strong perspective? Is it something that should be stood by or shouldn't be? You know what I mean? I am curious about that. And I will let you know that it is kind of personal. So that will be interesting too. Because I'm kind of being selfish and wanting outside perspective. Like, usually I'm pretty good with perspective. I can see it from all different points of view. Because I'm one of them people that can never make a decision. Because I'm jumping over here and then I'm jumping over here and then I'm, you know what I mean? So I can see from everybody's point of view. Like, I really can. Right or wrong, like, I can see it. Now, my own point of view, that's a different story. Because I'm jumping all over the place. Because on one hand, I understand. But on the other hand, it's like, I don't have to agree, but I understand, I guess. I don't know. Perspective is hard. And when I think of things like, alright, so let's just say, perspective wise, when you all are looking at something and somebody's like, you meant that in a bad way, right? But you didn't. But they say you did. Is that bad? Like, and I mean that as in, like, we're going back into the first shade, number two. As in, like, if they're thinking you're doing something bad to them, that can't be good that they think that you're bad, right? Because even if it came out bad, like, and you can see where it did, like, generally, I'm going to give somebody the benefit of the doubt. Like, they didn't mean it like that. You know what I mean? Especially if it's somebody close to me, like a family or a friend. I'm going to assume they meant it the way that they are saying it to me or explaining it why they said what they said to me. You know what I mean? I'm not just going to jump to a negative thought because obviously they're family or friends, so I love them, you know? So, but yet if it's reversed and they're jumping to a negative thought for you, it's like, are they thinking you're a negative person? See how perspective, it just, it fascinates me, people's perspectives on stuff. Because I'm like, how did you get there? I love to follow people's thought processes. Because sometimes I can follow them. I'm like, all right, I get it. It may be, unhinged. It may be like jumping quite a few steps, but okay, I see where you're coming from. I see where you're going. Doesn't make sense, not to me, but again, I can see. We're going to go into number 3 now, and I'm going to put this all over the lid. I will say I didn't get any fallout with this palette. That was pretty nice. But yeah, so I'm like, I'm starting to think like people that always think you're meaning them harm verbally, they must not think that well about you. If they're always like, you did mean it this way. You know what I mean? Which I pay no mind to it because I know what I mean, so that's all that matters. It used to bother me when people would do that, but now I'm just like, I'm too old. I'm too old to worry about what you think I'm saying. I rephrased it, I explained it, I'm good. But yeah. Perspective, though, is a interesting subject in my opinion. I just find it fascinating sometimes. In the best of ways and in the worst of ways. I'm going back in with that number 1 shade because I really do want that color to pop under the lash line. Like, that's a really pretty color too. To have just like popping out. I did kind of go all out for this look too. Alright, now this is where I'm going to pull my highlighter in. And again, you can use any highlighter, whatever highlighter you put on. But me personally, I am going to go into the more blue-purple shade. And pick it up and put it in my inner corner. I did think it'd come off a little more purple, I won't lie. But it kind of didn't. But that's okay. It's still working the way I need it to. And that's all that matters. I do really like this highlighter. Wonder why Tarte got rid of them. Like, sometimes I wonder why they get rid of certain things, because I'm like, it was good. Why did you get rid of it? And I'm like, is it because it wasn't as good? Or is it hard to get the material to make it now? Like, why are they getting rid of stuff they shouldn't be getting rid of? Or reformulating. That drives me insane. because why mess with something if it's good? But again, I guess you can't get the material or something, then I could see it. But I do really like the way this look came out today. I was quite pleased because I have all my Valentine's Day palettes out. And to be fair, I wasn't so excited, just being honest, about using these palettes because I'm going to go into number 6 now, and which is the darkest shade right here. And I'm just going to line my lower lash line and top lash line because, like, they're not all complete palettes for me. Number 1. And number 2, the colors, some of the palettes, like the colors don't resonate. But I will say I was glad she picked the purple. Although I say that now because I like the look. If the look didn't come out good, I'm sure I wouldn't be saying I'm glad she picked it, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. And this foundation is driving me insane. Like the way it lays is my issue. I could get over how it on like pictures or video it makes me look whiter because let's be real, I'm not getting my picture taken or on video, you know, my day. It's just when I'm, you know, talking to you all. But it really just doesn't lay right for some reason. But overall it turns out really good, so man, I can hear the wind just howling outside. I don't know if you all can hear that, but I do think it is one of the coldest days though right now. Alright, just gonna run that color under the lower lash line one final time. And then I'm gonna curl the lashes. We're almost done. Almost. Where's my lash curler? I even went all out on this look, y'all. Wait until you see what I did. I was going all out because I wasn't for sure on how it was going to turn out. Because like I said, these aren't like my favorite palettes by Glamway by no means. Like the formula in them are fine. Like that's not where my issue is. It's just the packaging and the story, the color story itself. Alright. So now we're going to use the Lancome Sills Booster. I know, who am I? Priming my eyelashes for the mascara I'm about to use because I used to like this mascara and I'm trying to figure out why I stopped using it. And I think it is because it transfers. But I'm not for sure. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all too. In the other video, I was playing around and I put a red lip on. The Elson 2? 3, 4, Elston 2 by Pat McGrath. And it was like a red. It wore really good. It, through the day, like it wore fine. I reapplied it once and like only to like the center of the lip really. But what I will say is that it is a matte formula. And I didn't put a lip liner on or a gloss or anything. However, when I first put it on, my lips must have been very hydrated because through the day it started to dry it out, right? To be expected. I wasn't putting a lip chapstick or anything on or a balm or anything. So it was like my lips were drying out. And as that happened, that's when I noticed it outside the lip line. But that was the very like 6-hour mark type of thing too. Alright, now for the top lashes, I'm going in with the Lancome Hypnose Drama Mascara. This one here. And I do remember having this and liking it, but I don't know why I never repurchased it or whatever. But I will say that I like it so far and it hasn't transferred so far. So it could just be that maybe something came along or I just forgot about it. I don't know, but I'd gotten a sample and was like, let's try it again. Because, I mean, right now for volume and stuff, I like my Lash Clash by YSL. And for separation and length, I like my Gucci. Mascara. But I will say that this mascara is definitely working. I don't think it would take the place of my Gucci, but maybe the YSL. And this is just one coat. Of course, it does have the primer. But it still looks so pretty. Alright. For the bottom lashes, I'm going to use the Lancome Defined Seals. And then we are done. So overall, I think the makeup look turned out okay. It's pretty. Nothing revolutionary, but pretty nonetheless. And even when it's all done, I don't really... The foundation's not getting on my nerves even. Like, it all just sort of is going together, you know what I mean? I still don't like that mascara, or the foundation. But when it was by itself, it was really aggravating me. But now that everything is on, it's fine. To the point of, I'm not going to go in there and wash my face type of thing. Fine. Okay. So, what do you think? Did you buy these palettes? Do you have them? Did you buy them and declutter them? Because I know a lot of people did that because of the bulkiness. Or you kept like one. Or maybe you only bought one. Maybe you were the smart one and was like, I already know about that packaging. I already know it's going to be a pain. No, thank you. Or I already know those color stories aren't going to work with me. No, thank you. You know what I mean? Let me know. But overall, I think this isn't like my not favorite palette, to be honest with you. I kind of like it. It kind of always does bring really pretty looks when I do use it. I feel pretty after using it, so there is that. But today's look doesn't look bad. It all kind of goes together. I'm not a fan of the lipstick either, though, the color. But that's a me thing. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped in some way. I don't know how, but maybe. If it did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.